This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Welcome to another exciting edition of the Still a Man podcast. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. And now that we push the plates away, let's get back to business, get down to business. All right, the topic tonight, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Now, I don't know if you guys heard about this this situation where the young lady by the name of Shanquella Robinson, age 25. She went on a birthday excursion with her friends, and she ended up losing her life due to some foul play. So yeah, I just want to go around and see how you guys feel about this situation. If you know anything about it, speak about it. Just cite your sources. So go get started. So apparently, the young lady and 6 of her friends went to Mexico, and I believe they had a villa of sorts. Don't take my word for it. Look it up, check it out. And during this time, she was there for 24 hours before she lost her life. Now, there's a lot of hearsay, and there are some videos that are floating around. I don't know if you had the displeasure or the misfortune of watching it, but I would say this to everybody: protect your mental health. I mean, it's not good. That's why we're not showing these videos. But what I did do was have Gregory post the interviews with the parents of said woman, Mr. and Mrs. Robinson, and it was some heartfelt interviews. And if you have children, if you just have any empathy, and if you value life, this should bother you. It really should. Patsy, what you know about this subject?
I really don't know anything about that. I really didn't look at the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just for perspective, it just kind of shows that you gotta proves that you gotta be careful of the company you keep.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know who really is your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what they're capable of.
Okay.
Because ain't nobody really there for you all the time,
Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm going to suggest you do while we're going around the room. Just take a quick peek. Go ahead and Google the topic. Her name is Shanquella Robinson. I guess if you type in the 25-year-old woman that was murdered by her friends in Mexico, you should be able to get some information regarding this topic. Let's go.
Shaquilla.
Gregory, what do you know about this topic?
It reminds me of the Kanika Jenkins case where it's a whole lot of funny stuff going on with it because they're saying that it's full of mystery and all this other stuff, but you can clearly see in the video that if they're saying in the autopsy that she died from a neck injury or broken neck, you can see in the video, if you've seen the video, at what point that she received the broken neck.
Okay. So you're saying you watched the video?
Yeah, I accidentally ended up running into, when you scrolling through your social media and then you see something and you click on it and then it's like something you wasn't really supposed to see, but you seen it. And at first it didn't look like, you wouldn't know that she had died in the video unless you read the comments. You wouldn't have known that she died.
Hmm. Well, I heard the video was rather graphic, and it just wasn't good.
It looks like some type of jealous behavior.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tanya, what do you know about this topic?
Well, I know that she went to Mexico with six friends from college, as her mother put it, um, on a trip, and that she had spoke to her mother the day before she was killed, and told her mother that she was having a good time and that they was enjoying themselves, and that the chef was getting ready to make them something to eat, and that she would call her later, but she never heard back from her.
Mm-hmm.
And to the father, um, what according to the father, the video, when he saw the video, he knew that that was his daughter and that she was naked, and that he said from the video that you can see that she was jumped and nobody's trying to help her, and that she wasn't a fighter. So they was just consistently beating on her. Um, and according to the mother, they didn't really know these. She only knew one of them, which was a young man that the daughter said was her best friend, and that he had spent time with them. He had went on vacations with them and everything. So this was somebody that she trusted, and that they said that she had alcohol poisoning. That's what I knew about it. But the autopsy came back saying that she had a broken back, a broken neck from a back injury, and that what else happened? Yeah, that she had a broken neck from a back injury, and that the friends was they all came back safely. But after the first 3 days they was there, they was talking to the mother every day. But when it came out that the video showed something different, she didn't hear no from them.
Any of them?
Any of them. That's right.
All right. So, Bird, let's get you into the discussion. What do you know about this topic? You know, this situation.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know much about none of that. I watched a short video. I didn't know until later on and found out she was killed, and I don't really know any details.
Okay.
School me.
Gregory's going to send you the text. Gregory, excuse me, Bird. Quana is trying to get in on the discussion. Can you give her the information? All right, Bird. So basically, what took place? The young lady, she went on, like I said, she went away on a trip to Mexico with her friends, some of them from college, and one of them happened to be her best friend. Within 24 hours, she was brutally murdered by these so-called friends. They misled her parents, told them that she was suffering from alcohol poison, and they was going to reach out to the doctors. Then they came and said she died from alcohol poison, where that wasn't the case at all. She was dragged out of her bed and beaten by the friends. There's a couple of videos going around. if they're still up, because I know they was trying to pull them, but it's gotten bad where the information they all went back to
Hey guys, I would want you guys to fact check if she was beaten by all her friends. I think it was just one girl.
yeah, so they all went back to America. They all went back home, and they left her there. And they came back and they continued to spread that lie to the family that she died due to alcohol poison. Then shortly after their return, some videos surfaced that said all otherwise, like Tanya has stated too, and then everybody got ghosted didn't hear. Even the best friend, I believe his name is Khalil. He went to the house and they was questioning him, but after the videos came out, they haven't seen or heard from him as of late. And a lot of the other people, the authorities, I believe, have been staking out their homes and stuff like that. So basically, everybody that was a part of the trip is in hiding right now. They can't find any of them. And with one of the young ladies in the video, I believe Mexico is trying to get U.S. to extradite her to bring her back so she can answer for because they're basically doing their own investigation on what's going on, and the FBI has gotten involved, so they're all collaborating services. So, based upon the study, what I saw my research, these individuals that were all present, there may be a chance that if found guilty or having any part in this crime, this homicide, that they would, in fact, stand trial not only here on U.S. soil but in Mexico as well.
Yeah, he wanted me to join.
Yep. So, all right. Let's go to let's get Sean's perspective. Sean, what you know about the situation? You guys got to turn on your mic.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Basically everything that you said, partially except for the part of as of right now, from what I've read and from what I understand, it's only been one female that's been charged, which is the one that's in the actual video, who actually was her friend. Mm-hmm. That's the one that was her friend, who's actually have gone on different vacations with her. Mm-hmm. So that's the one friend that she actually knew. As far as her dying, they did call authorities when after the beating had happened and everything like that, and when the physicians or whatever had came, they said that you all need to get her to the hospital. Mm-hmm. And they did not do that until much later. So she actually she died literally hours after already being seen. Mm-hmm. And so right now with the charges, they're now just waiting to see if they can find this individual and bring them back to Mexico and start having a trial.
Mm. So, Maria, are you with us?
Oh, it says it right there. So I want you to.
All right, so
you
Maria,
got Corner in the building too. I was about to say too, you can mute if you want to until you close.
Am I on? Oh, sorry.
So, okay. All right, so Maria, is Maria with us? Okay, so let's go on. Robert, what do you know about this situation?
Pretty much everything with everyone said, what you covered, the breakdown.
I'm tapped in now.
What I do want to say, piggyback off what Sean was saying a little bit. when the doctor did come, or the ambulance people, whoever it was, to come look over the body, he told them that they must get her to the hospital. He did say that, but they was persistent in keeping her there because they wanted to cover up what they really have done to the girl. They didn't want the doctor to know that it wasn't alcohol poison. They wanted him to believe that it was. If they would have took it to the doctors, they would have found out right then and there probably what really happened to the young lady. But that was a 3 hours difference. Like he left 3 hours later, I think they said she so called died. But when they got the reports back from the autopsy, they said she died within 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
after whatever they broke her neck or
Yeah,
messed
it
up
was
her
the neck
spine,
breaking.
it was
It was
15 minutes later she was already
it was the
dead.
breaking of her
So
neck.
far as the doctor in there giving her mouth to mouth and all of that, how would he not know that she was already gone?
Yeah, according to the reports and what I saw too, the the medical personnel, the doctor was there trying to give her a CPR for a long time, and he instructed them to bring her to the hospital. He told them that would be what was best.
You know why they did? You know why he did that? Because he went off on what they was telling him about her being alcohol poison. That's why.
So Timmy, you want to go ahead and jump right in there and tell us what you know about the situation.
Then you got Q. She
Yeah,
wants to speak too.
I heard it. I heard it on the Clubhouse, and then I just watched Roland Martin's show, and he was talking about it, and the friend, the best friend, was the dude that was taping it, and he was the one that was telling her to fight back, stand up for yourself. Now, when they was telling the mother all this nonsense, she didn't realize until she heard his voice in the background telling her to stand up and fight for herself. You know, and they keep on saying that it was a stage that went wrong. That's what they trying to say, but I don't believe that. Ain't no way you doing something.
First of all,
for stage. Yeah,
sorry not to cut you off, T. Stage, I don't know how they can say that. Why? Explain to me, why would she be naked and y'all putting on a show, a stage, or something? Explain why she's the only one butt naked.
So let's be. Hold on for a second.
Sounds like they try to come up with a story.
Hold on.
They did. That's what they did. Try to come up with a story.
He wasn't the only one that was supposed to be naked. Because if you see there was a video out that before the beatdown even happened, that they were all supposed to. I don't know what they were all supposed to be doing, but her statement as she was walking down the hall to their room was, "Hey guys, I'm ready. Like, what's taking everyone so long? It shouldn't take everyone that long to get naked." So I don't know what they was about to do, but she walked into a particular room to where when you look at how when she walked into the room, everyone was sitting around looking suspect right off the rip.
Yeah.
Okay.
To where the girl who actually did the attack was the only one who actually spoke at that moment of this particular clip that I saw, that was complaining about she didn't like the swimsuit that she had and that she wanted to put on. And so from there until the other videos surface, which they claim there's more videos, we don't know what more took place or what actually happened even moments before the actual beatdown. But this particular video shows her coming from her room, from the shower, walking down the hall. It doesn't show her naked, but you can hear her saying, "Hey guys, I'm ready. I'm already naked. Like, it should not take us all this long to get naked." But when she walked into the room, everyone was all like sitting around as if like, and I'm just my perception, like there was a plot of some sort going on, because nobody acknowledged her when she walked into the room.
So let me be clear. So Sean, you've seen one of the videos. You've seen has anybody else seen any of the other videos? Quana?
And you got like two other people that joined us too. I think Shu and someone else.
All right, so let's jump
Hi,
right in.
We got Paris on the line. What up,
All right,
Paris?
all right,
hi.
so
I've been raising my hand.
okay, so let's get you guys' perspective on it. Who's seen the video? Paris, did you see the video?
Yes, I did.
All right, can you tell us what you saw in the video?
I seen the same thing that Sean was talking about, like when she walked in the room and she was like, "Hey y'all," like, you know, and she was naked or she was ready for whatever they was about to do, which is so weird. Like, I don't know. I just would have never done that if nobody else was getting ready for the pool, whatever they was doing. I would have never did that. Like, but yeah, I seen the same thing. That's what I seen, that everybody, like, they plotted on her. They pretended that they was doing whatever they was about to do, and she was the only one.
Okay. We said we got, so Shu, you want to tell us did you see any of the clips, the video?
Hey, that was Corner that said she had a hand raised.
Okay, Corner.
Yeah, so I'm glad you added me on this Zoom meeting because I've been waiting to talk about this. So my perspective on everything is, I seen the video too. I think it's horrible. They need to go to jail. But I also think that it is important that we should take from this. Like, I think it's important to teach our kids and like at a young age about like self-love, inner beauty, like self-confidence and stuff like that, because I'm grateful, like growing up, like around like my mom, like Maria and Josie, like they wasn't like fighting for no friendships. They wasn't like any weird, negative energy, anything like that. It was like they were able to peep that out and be able to cut whoever off where they knew like this person didn't have good intentions. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at some point, I'm sure there was some little sneaky remarks said, some smart remarks said, or something like that, where if she was able to weave those remarks out soon enough, she would have cut them people off out of her life before this tragedy happened. You know what I'm saying? So little girls and little boys, like it's important to teach them that, and know that like you don't need these friends. Like you don't need people in your life like that. It's okay to cut these people off and move on.
All right, so Shu, you want to jump in?
Shu was not on the podcast, big dog.
All right, so we got Corner, we got Parrish, we got Bird. Who?
Dally.
So we heard from Timmy, we heard from Robert, we heard from Sean, we heard from Tanya, we heard from Patsy. Okay, Deli, what do you know about the situation, and did you see any of the videos?
No, I didn't see the video, and I think it's a sad situation. Yeah, I'm just listening. I know as much as everybody else knows, but I never got to see the video.
And it's probably for the best, because that brings me to my next point. Someone real quick, someone give me the definition, hit us with the definition of what a friend is. Someone get the general definition for what a friend is, real quick. We'll wait. Anybody got it?
Someone who is kind, genuine, someone who's there for you no matter what, someone who don't degrade you in any way, somebody who don't judge you, somebody who's nice and kind to you, somebody who's always there for you and have your back, don't never let nothing bad happen to you. Somebody that never let nothing happen to you, they always protect you. That's a friend.
Okay, let's get the opposite. Let's get the definition of it.
Definition is a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond in mutual affection, typically exclusively of sexual or family relations.
That's a friend. Let's get the definition of an enemy.
An enemy is a
is a person who is actively opposed or hostile to someone or something.
Thank you, Duchess. Can I get a urban definition of what a frenemy is?
A frenemy is a
Keep your
person
friend, keep your
in your
friend
life.
close.
Wait,
in your life, usually a friend or a friend of a coworker that you get along with and enjoy overall company, but will cut you down with virtually any opportunity, with mostly backhanded compliments or jabs, always rooting for you to do good, but just not better than them. Normally stemmed from some jealousy to any or all aspects of your life, similar to a hater, but get along with them.
Okay, let's go to Timmy first. Definition. Sorry, Chief. Let's go to Timmy first. Timmy, so based upon those three definitions, these individuals that accompany Ms. Robinson,
they didn't represent none of that. They didn't represent none of that.
So you don't even think they represented an enemy? There was a definition about friends, enemies, and frenemies.
Well, they didn't. To me, they didn't represent no friendship, and they might have represented a frenemy, which is a fake friend and not really a real friend. Mm-hmm. They playing like they're your friend, but they really your enemy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Patsy, what do you feel about those definitions? Which one of those describe those individuals that accompanied her on this trip to Mexico?
They're more on the edge of enemies, but like Timmy said, they're frenemies. Mm-hmm. You know, pretending to be your friend, but they really hating on your ass.
Mm-hmm. Deli, same question.
Give me the definitions again, Dave.
Do you think those individuals that accompanied her on this excursion were friends, enemies, or frenemies?
Now, what is frenemies again? What the last lady said.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there was frenemies.
Okay. Bird, same question. Gotta turn your mics on, guys. All right, Duchess.
Yo.
All right, Bird.
Bird.
Go ahead.
I believe they're true disciples of the devil.
Woo. That's woo. Fire. All right, Duchess, what do you feel about these individuals?
I mean, that they're definitely frenemies. They're people who pretended to be her friend that weren't, because any friend who's a real friend wants your best interests and you to succeed and be better in life. Mm-hmm. And anybody who isn't is plotting and scheming behind your back is definitely not your friend and has no good will towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, what do you feel?
I agree. Everything Kiana said right then and there, and I'm saying it from a personal standpoint. Me, that's my beliefs. I believe hardly that.
Okay, Parrish, what do you think?
They're wicked frenemies.
Okay, Quana. You gotta turn your mic on.
I agree. Same.
Say that again.
I agree with everyone else. Frenemies.
Okay. Tanya, how you feel about these individuals?
I feel like they're frenemies.
Mm-hmm. Gregory?
I'm gonna add another one on there. I'm gonna call them leeches because I think they preyed on her gullibleness. She was kind of gullible, and she was paying for the trip. It was actually a business trip to promote her.
She wasn't gullible. She was kind hearted.
I'm sorry to laugh, but
she was kind hearted.
I mean, she was gullible to think these people were her naive. There we go. She's
yeah,
naive to
naive.
believe these people.
Yeah.
These people were her friends, especially if they can make her get naked and then she comes in a room and they're all sitting there plotting on her. That's craziness.
Mm-hmm. But the dude that's supposed to be her best friend, he went on trips with her and her family. That's what gets me. He's supposed to be her real close friend. He done ate dinner at her people's house. He probably spent the night over it, they go on vacations and stuff together. He's there with her. Come on, that's like family. Mm-hmm. You gonna do that to your family?
Yeah.
He was a family. That's the point. He was a frenemy. He was hating on the outskirts, looking and hating.
So let me. Was that Josie that I heard earlier?
Yes, it was.
All right, you guys, you know how this works. In order to be a part of this conversation, everybody, you gotta turn your mic on, because otherwise we can't hear you. So again,
no, I just joined. I'm in the shower.
TMI. So the question was, do you feel like these individuals was friends, enemies, or frenemies?
Say it again.
Friends, enemies, or frenemies?
Absolutely frenemies. I couldn't imagine me going on a vacation with my sister, my friends, and not coming home. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Sean, same question.
I know you gave us options.
Yeah.
Based off of what I've read and what I've understand this to be, they were really associates, because based on what the family said, that she only knew the one person real well. Although they all went to school together, they didn't all hang out like that together. And so I'll just say that these were associates that she thought she was one day they will probably be friends. So
now, everybody pay attention.
Why I said they was leeches, big dog.
Let's get real close. Everybody get your pen and paper. This is gonna help you grow. Let's talk about young Khalil. Now, Khalil was depicted and described as a male friend and a best friend. So that's closer than the definition of a general definition for a friend. That means he's a level above the rest. So young Khalil, if he was one of the persons that was recording the foul act, I think that he was a poor depiction of what a man is supposed to be. And we covered this several times and often during our discussions. No matter what the topic is, it comes back up. So we all have a clear definition of what a man is supposed to be. Am I correct in saying this, panel?
Yeah.
And for the men on the panel, for that matter, just keep it to the whole panel. Let me just go around the room to the men first. Robbie, how do you feel about? So I believe they said there's 3 men that were present during this act. How do you feel about those male individuals?
I think that there was cowards. I believe that if it was their mother or their sister, they would have did something totally different than just sit around and watch this horrible act. Be performed on this lady. I mean, they wouldn't have sat by and watched their moms be beaten to death or get her neck broken or spine twisted up. Not even a sister, and probably not their baby's mother or girlfriend. So for me, I think that they need to be punished, as well as the person that had part in killing her. they need to go to jail too.
Definitely.
Everyone there needs to go to jail.
Definitely.
If you ask me, they all sat by and watched this. They all try to cover up a murder. They all need to pay the price.
Mm-hmm. All right, Bird, same question. How you feel about these individuals, these males that was present?
I mean, it ain't about male or female. They're just not good people, and they'll be judged appropriately, accordingly, and karma, is gonna ream its very ugly face in their lives. So, what you do to others is gonna come back to you. Just horrible people doing horrible things to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's obviously, case easily some sort of mental illness, and these people that decide it's okay to just pound on somebody, with no remorse, with no regret, and just pound them and pound them and pound them, even when they're not fighting back. You just pound them. So, they'll be judged, they'll be juried, and if they go to Mexico, hopefully there'll be execution.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Timmy?
That's it for me.
Timmy, same question. How you feel about these members of the male species? Do you feel like they represented? How do you feel about these individuals? Timmy? All right, we'll come back to him. Gregory, same question.
Yeah, I still feel like they were evil leeches, bloodsuckers.
The males as well. Okay.
Yes.
Sean?
I feel like they represented their culture and what society to the young people are today. Mm-hmm. That they just, everything is, when something happens, people don't react. The first thing that they do is pull out their phones and record everything. And so that's just what, to me, that's what I seem to see all the time. That's just what society is doing now. Mm-hmm. So all they did was just do what's been always happening, male or female.
Mm-hmm. Ladies, now it's your turn. Gelly, we're going to first. How do you feel about these the male members that were present? How do you feel about their behavior? You guys turn your mic on.
I'm sorry.
I believe Gelly has stepped out.
All right, so we'll go to Patsy next then. Patsy, how do you feel about these males that was present, their behaviors?
Totally not being a real man.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, I guess maybe they might have been taught a little bit about being a man, but they not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say like this, like, not that they're stupid, but they're young and dumb.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, they're making really dumb choices and not standing up for this young lady, Mm-hmm. Especially the guy that's supposed to be her best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So
we do know his name, so we can refer to him as Khalil, because that's what the news and the reports say. They refer to him as Khalil, so we do know one of their names, so we can refer to him as Khalil, the best friend, the so-called best friend. Kiana, how you feel about these individuals?
I mean, I understand that men don't really like to get involved with women's issues, but if you can see with your own eyes when the situation is out of hand and you don't step in, you're as guilty as the person who was causing the problem.
Can we really say in this situation that they didn't want to get involved? Because I think the fact that if they was present and they was filming and recording it as they say, that this is where one of the recordings that you could hear the men speaking out about it. Can we honestly say that, especially Khalil, because he was identified by the mother as saying that why doesn't she fight back, stand up for herself? Is it fair to say he was involved at that point?
If he recorded, yes.
He didn't intervene. He didn't intervene.
Yeah, okay. And Bird, you said if he recorded, he was definitely involved.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's his involvement recording. You're not obligated by law to stop a fight if you don't like it. But if you, at the end of the day, participate in it in any way, you could definitely be held accountable at some level.
Okay.
And she was butt naked.
The way live. It won't be all the way live, but you're going to get something because you recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else that stood there and watched it, they're not really can be held accountable. Just standing there, you're not obligated to stop anybody. Morally, you should, but legally, you can't hold them accountable.
Hold on.
That's not what they're saying.
Lawfully, that's not an accurate statement.
It's joint adventure.
Because he could have stood there and recorded it all day. What any of them would be charged with, if they come up with any charges, will be obstruction of justice.
Uh-huh.
What about
that's what they'll end up
because she was naked?
Huh?
What about exploitation because she was naked?
No. That was just a video that just, like I said, anybody could have been standing there shooting out. Now, if he's passing the video around and like sharing it, then the family could probably bring some kind of charges on.
That's how that video got out there. One of those people that was on that trip with them leaked the video. They thought it was a joke.
And one of those people that called the mother and told her about the video.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So because that could have been out of just the mere fact that individual, whoever told it, knew that, okay, we may have told mommy this story, but this is messed up. We jacked up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was asking the women about how they felt about the men's participation or lack of participation because, and let me be fair, I don't know, Parrish, did I get you? Did you say how you felt about the lack of involvement or involvement of the
men?
I believe Quana was trying to talk.
Quana, because Quana had her hand up for a while.
He's trying to talk.
Quana, let me say this to you, darling. So this is an open forum. You don't have to raise your hand. Just jump in when you see a break in the conversation. But go ahead, you got the floor.
Oh no, my hand was up from earlier. I just never took it down. I'm sorry. But I feel I kind of second what Sean was saying as far as like, unfortunately, that's kind of the generation that we're in, like, with social media and people wanting to have video of everything, and their first reaction is to pull out their phone and record. But then I also agree with Bird. Like, I feel like everybody there should be held accountable, especially the girl that was on the video beating her. But everybody should be held accountable at some extent because they left that girl in Mexico.
Accessories to murder, right? Ain't there like a charge for that?
Yeah, accessories. But let's talk about that.
Association, accessories, something.
Let's talk about that. Let's get down to it. So if this was a plot to do wrong to this young lady, and then they all decided to make a pact to continue to deceive and mislead not only the authorities but the family, that pact that they did, they was wrong. Going in.
Yeah. If they were involved in misleading the family, then that's a charge. You did something.
Right.
You knew. You willingly.
And the police and the doctors, they did it to all of them.
I think that everybody that was present, that the whole thing where they come up with the whole fact that she was suffering from alcohol poison. You guys, it don't matter if you took part in the beating, you took part in the lie.
Right. They all told the same lie over and over.
to say
cover up is the conspiracy.
Y'all,
yes,
exactly.
Y'all,
all for one for all. They all go down.
Y'all all accessory.
And when they
But
found
just
out the
know-
video was linked, they all
just know
disappeared.
that. Just know that those charges.
They'll come up somewhere. They gotta spend money. They gotta eat. They gotta something.
Go ahead, Sean.
They'll pop up.
Go ahead, Sean.
The charges of accessory will only come in when the criminal charges come forth.
Mm-hmm.
And then that has to be proved. Anything that they may have said or misled to the family, that'll only be a civil situation.
So
that won't be criminal, because the family is not of anything of authority to make a determination in this case.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a criminal charge brought forth first. And then the lawyers will have to then, however they do the investigation, try to tie everybody into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when some form of a charge can come against them.
Well, I just say that they said
someone arrested.
They said that the feds are involved right now, so it's about to be an issue for all of them. They all going to have to.
Yeah, the feds have been involved since day one.
Mm-hmm.
They've been involved since day one because the mere fact that it was over in Mexico, and,
right.
and so that they had the jurisdiction because the United States did not or does not.
Well, they said this
the
about
FBI
that. They
had to get. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to tell you the thing about the Mexico over there. If they don't bring them up on charges in Mexico, bring them into the courts over there, because all of them was from the United States of America. They will be bringing a court case here over here.
Well,
they already said that.
But again, they have to, in order for that to happen, they have to do an investigation first and
Mm-hmm.
find out what they can charge all of them
Mm-hmm.
with.
So
they don't just throw out charges. They got to have something to be able to charge them and be able to hold them to get that information that they need from that. So right now, if the United States alone,
her, but she supposedly there's somebody that they have.
That's the girl that was doing the beating.
Well, that's the one that's doing the beating. So they can definitely file a case against her.
They supposedly have brought her in.
Yes.
So my quick question, humor me real quick, yo. Isn't recording a death on camera a snuff video, or am I tripping?
You're tripping.
It's a what?
A snuff video.
That's not a snuff video? What's
that wasn't planned. That was stupidity. That's active trying to kill people on video.
They got the girl naked and said it was a TikTok.
No. Okay, take the nudity.
I mean, I think it went bad.
Take that.
That's what it was. It was supposed to be some stupid game.
Stupid prank.
You know
right, that went bad.
Yeah. That's
all.
I don't think it was a
prank. But ain't that a plan, though? If we putting together a prank, isn't that premeditated?
I don't even think it was a prank.
I
think that this was premeditated before they even got to Mexico.
I
think that they was plotting on hurting this girl when they got over there some point in time over in Mexico.
I don't think it was a prank, only because they're gone above and beyond to deceive everybody about what took place. Somebody got a conscience. Someone's leaking the video.
It's gonna tell the whole story.
Want to come out, and whoever this young lady is that they're watching, or that they're talking to right now, or that they sent out a warrant for her arrest. I don't believe that this individual is going to sit back and allow herself to go down alone. I think she's going to take as many of them down with her, because I don't think there's no rules when it comes to wicked individuals. I don't think they're going to get a conscience at that point and say, hey, you know what? I'm not going. I just feel like they're not going to tell the truth. I think if they're going down, they're going to continue to lie.
If they facing years,
yes.
If they facing years, they will.
I feel like they're gonna implicate others, even if they wasn't a part of you. If they was just there, I just feel like some people's attitude at that point, if I'm going down, I'm taking those with me. As many
Well,
as
what if they was there to be a mule?
A mule? So
yeah.
you guys think there's other issues.
We just don't know enough about the whole story to rule anything out.
Well, so they was there for a birthday, what's the name? Somebody's birthday. So that's what they was there for.
The one that got killed. That's whose birthday it was.
No, I don't think it was some birthday.
They was there on a business.
I think it
she
was one of the
promoting her
guys.
hair braiding business.
Oh yeah. That's what it was. She was definitely promoting her hair extension shit.
So
okay. So let's just play the record out. Let's just say, because we know Mexico is full of drugs.
Right.
Point blank. So if she got a business where she's promoting her hair extension business, where they can get shipments coming from Mexico to wherever she is, you don't think there's a cartel ain't gonna be trying to approach them to say, let me use you as let me use your business to get my drugs into, and I'm gonna pay you X, Y, and Z.
Well, let's stick to what
that's
we
the
know.
Mule?
Let's stick to
what that's what she talking about. Mule.
Let's stick to what we know, because we know for certain that there was foul play, right? Because the video shows this. So we don't know what other discussions they had. Let's talk about what we know for certain, or what they've shown us thus far. So I wanna flip the script a little bit. So I want to talk to the ladies first. Parrish, Quana, Josie, Kiana, Patsy, Deli. Did I forget anybody?
Tanya.
Tanya was already part of the discussion. So you guys collectively, let me ask you this question. If any of you were present and you saw something like this happening to one of the aforementioned, the people that I just mentioned, because all you guys know each other, or you're related, or you love somebody on that list, would you sit back and allow this to happen and not intervene? Kiana first.
Why me? I want to know.
I said Kiana first.
I don't play that crap.
I said Kiana first.
Go ahead. Somebody can go before me.
You already started.
The bad thing is that David already knows the answer to the question that he's
asking. And that's why I
can't relate. I can't relate.
Why I want the world
the answer is no, motherfucker.
That's not happening around me.
No, especially when the
I'm
person
too
is
old
drunk.
to be sitting back to be letting people do whatever. And I don't entertain that crap. I'm not gonna sit there and eat popcorn while y'all fighting. We're not doing that. Take that somewhere else. You want to do that? Don't bring me around. So you can call me grandma if you want to, but that's just not going on when I'm around.
Not on your watch. Patsy?
If it starts around me, no, I'm not sitting my hands down and watching y'all fight. I'm gonna stand up and be like, y'all need to cut this crap out. If y'all want to fight, I'm with Kiana. Y'all take that somewhere else. But y'all not doing this around me.
Want to fight? Put your gloves on. Put some boxing gloves on.
Let the ladies. Tanya?
No, I'm not sitting around watching. No, I'm breaking it up, or something's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowing nobody that I love and who I'm with to be getting beat on by nobody. Mm-hmm. That's not happening.
Deli?
I don't think she's there.
Okay. Parrish?
No, absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. Not going for it.
Quana?
Same. No, that's not happening.
Josie?
Yeah, that mic's off.
I'm gonna support the young ladies. No, it's not happening.
Okay, now the guys, same question. Everybody on the panel, the male members on the panel. If you don't feel strongly enough about any of us, just throw your some of your loved ones or your female, because now we're talking about the guys. You're present, you're watching this, and your males, and you're seeing women acting as such, and this woman is getting bludgeoned, and it's someone that you know. How are you going to respond? Bird first. Turn your mic on, B. All right, we'll come back to Bird. Timmy?
No. I can't see myself. You can, my friends are my friends, and my family is my family. And if you can't get along with my family, then you ain't my friend. That's just that.
Mm-hmm. So if it was a female situation and you seen females fighting and you know these females and you see one of them is being beaten badly, would you intervene?
Of course. I ain't gonna let that go down. I wouldn't even allow that to have to fight. That is just ridiculous.
Okay.
Bird.
Sean, same question.
Bird.
Oh, Bird, you're back. Bird, then Sean. Go ahead, Bird.
I definitely would have intervened, made her hit somebody over the head with a bottle. That wasn't going to go down. I'm not going to be a witness to that. I'm not a witness to that. I'm high. I'm out of my mind. I didn't go there for that. Somebody's getting hit with a head with a bottle. You fucking up. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. You messing up the whole vibe. You can't stay. Hit you over the head with a bottle, I'll throw you off the balcony. Figure out what's going to happen to you. You out. You out. Yeah. Bring it on, Bobby.
Made it worse than what it was going to be, because now you done killed somebody instead of them killing each other, and now you got to get out of Dodge.
I'm afraid for my life. PTSD kicked in, and I didn't know what happened. And I'm smoking crack, and I ain't on my meds. I'm getting off.
You better make sure you have with that
one. Robert?
You said Sean.
Oh, yeah, Sean. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sean. Bird just threw me off. Oh,
remind me never to go nowhere with Bird. I'm good.
I ain't gonna let you get hurt. You better be glad to go with me.
I know I won't get hurt.
You ain't getting hurt.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting hurt with me there. Be happy.
Go ahead, Sean.
But I'm with Bird without the violence, but I'm with that. Like, definitely, if it's in my presence and it's people that I know, then I'm gonna do my best to try to intervene and be like, okay, we can't handle this a little bit better than this. But yeah, it definitely wouldn't have gone down, especially knowing that the individual was not fighting back.
Yes.
I will not allow the continuation of the beatdown like that.
That's bully. That's bully there. You beating up on somebody that ain't even fighting back. That's bully there.
It's not even the fact that she's not just fighting back. The fact that she's the one that paid for this trip and got us all over here. Like, why am I letting you beat her up? That's crazy.
Now, do we know this for certain that she's the one that funded this trip?
Yes.
Okay.
They said they took like $10,000 from her too.
That's what they did. They stole money from her.
I heard that too.
That could be a robbery.
So now that's where it goes back to, this was all premeditated. They got over to Mexico to do harm to her.
So again, I did a little extensive research on this, and I
bet they all left her.
I was watching something and they said that the amount of money that was taken that was unfounded. That they don't know that to be true. They said there's some rumors about the situation that the parents have not said that these are people that wasn't present. The people are just adding certain things.
Yeah, I heard. I seen
That's
that
so.
too.
So we don't know that to be.
And they said
true.
that the chick that was fighting was a transgender. This is
They
all
said
crazy.
that they don't know that to be a fact either. These are the things that people are adding to it. So that brings you to the next thing. You know, you have people that when something like this is tragic, you know, people put their own spin on it because, you know, that's what we do. We don't know, we speculate. So we start, you know, coming up with our own scenarios, and where there's blanks in the knowledge, we start filling in the blanks. It don't make no sense to us, so we start trying to make it make sense. Now, again, this individual is being beaten, and everybody's sitting there watching her and stuff like this. How did this become the favorite pastime? If it was their intentions, they was about to go and do something, then why weren't anybody breaking it up so that they can go do what they were supposed to do? I have reason to believe, this is my personal beliefs, that when she found them in that back room, they was already coming to some type of decision as to how to proceed with harming her. I don't know why they would want to harm her. According to the reports, this was such a giving, loving individual, but I do know that wicked people tend to prey on people like that. Robert, you, this is a shameless plug, but Rob, you want to tell people about your new T-shirt?
Well, which one?
The one that refers to praying.
Oh, how did it go? Okay, it goes. Some may pray for you, and others may pray on you.
Now, I say that just to, you know, because that's the way I feel about it. I feel like those individuals were praying.
Let me correct it real quick. It's some pray for you, some pray on
and some pray on you.
Okay, so in any case, you guys get you get the message. So I feel like these individuals was there to harm her. That was their intentions. I don't know. Again, I don't feel like this was a prank that went bad. I feel like these individuals, they did that to her because they knew that they could. They knew that she had a docile manner, her disposition, and they took advantage of that. The fact that everybody allowed that woman to be beaten like that, and they stand idly by and no one broke it up, I just feel like you're just as wicked as the individual that was administering the beating. Now, because I have received conflicting information, was it more than one person that jumped on her, or just one?
One.
Because I did
Well,
not.
that's all you really seen in that taping.
No, it's just the one girl.
That's all. That's all.
When you get the rest of the recordings, then you'll be able to say for certain. You just, you know, you're going based on what you have seen only.
All right, let's take it to the next level. Everybody.
Yeah, but when you see what you saw was that the chick walked up on her, they started fighting, she hit the chick. The chick didn't do nothing. She hit her, and then they were sitting up there egging it on, but you clearly see that the chick hit her, and she didn't want to fight her. And she probably, what happened, they was in the midst of she hit her head or something, or she broke her neck when she fell.
Okay, so let me say this. We're gonna run this up to the next level because this is serious. And the majority of us on here are parents, or you have people that you love and care about, and or that you have been, you know, in charge of taking care of some kid. Let's go to the ladies first. Quana, how would you? I mean, how would you deal with a call? Someone's telling you that your child died due to alcohol poison, and then you learn later, shortly after, that it was due to foul play, that someone beat her to death or him to death.
Dog, I don't even want to think about that, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to feel. I've been seeing this meme though. It was like 5 parents would have been putting together a funeral, and that would have been my mindset because why is my child coming home? I mean, why is my child not coming home?
Or when she did come home in a body bag.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right. I already know, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Tanya.
Yes.
Same question.
How would I feel if what?
How would you respond to receiving a call like the Robinsons received, and you was misled? You was told that your child died of alcohol poison, and then later on you learned from the autopsy that she was actually, in fact, she was beaten to death. He or she was beaten to death.
Okay. Before she even goes to Mexico, I want to know everybody's full names and social security numbers if she knows them. And especially for the ones that I don't know, I make a point to try to know all of my kids' friends, especially when they're going out of the country with them. And if they telling me that she died from alcohol poisoning and it turns out to be something else, somebody going to jail, somebody helping pay for a funeral, or I might be the one going to jail because somebody getting hurt.
Kiana? Duchess.
Yeah, what was the question?
So the Robinsons received a call saying that their child passed away due to alcohol poison. And then they learned that she did not. It was due to violence. She succumbed to her injuries. She was actually beaten to death. How would you feel? What would you do if it happened to be one of your own or someone that you love and care about?
Well, first of all, none of mine don't drink like that, so I would automatically be
it's a lot.
I would automatically be looking sideways at that. And then I'm already flying where they are because I'm getting to the bottom of it. So I already left my bag, stay packed, so I don't gotta get ready. I'm already ready.
Patsy?
Whoever got their television on in the background, please mute it.
Thank you, Kiana. I'm on my way.
Patsy, then Josie.
Yeah, I be like, to be suspect to that. I'm like, yo, I be like, yo, my child was beaten to death. Oh no, I'll be going on the plane too.
Okay, Josie. Josie.
I'm on my way.
That's okay. Can you elaborate? You're on your way to do what? Have tea?
She's on her way.
Figure this out that nobody else can't figure out. I'm on my way.
That's right.
You on your way to jail, to the hospital?
You never know till you get there.
Wherever that may lie, but I'm on my way.
Okay. Paris?
As soon as I find out that it's not alcohol poison, all of them kids, all of them young adults are gonna come up dead, and that's it. That's it. Because I already know how the police is gonna handle things. We see stuff like this every day, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. They're gonna be handled.
All right, did I get all the ladies? All right, we're gonna go Sean first. How would you feel, Sean? How would you deal with that situation?
Okay, come
on. I'm just like all the ladies were. I would definitely I'm like Kiana when it says that I would already be leery because my kids I know don't drink like that. If I was told that my kids died of alcohol poisoning, so that would already have a red flag. And yeah, we would definitely be on the next thing smoking out of this city.
Mm-hmm. You're on your way.
Yeah, ma'am.
So Gregory, how would you handle the situation?
I agree with everybody. Heads on a stick. Old school stuff.
I think that you would make your godmother proud with that last statement. The heads on the pipe.
Heads on a stick.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Kisses.
She's
rather proud about that one. Robert?
Well, unfortunately, please excuse me from saying this, Lord Jesus Christ. I do think because I already lost a child, so that pain is really deep. So for them to call me and tell me it was alcohol poison, and then I find out it not to be the truth, when each and every one of them would have came to my house to visit me and keeping the lie going, I would have told them, I'm so sorry you guys lost your friend too. We all need to get together and have a dinner. And that would have been the last thing all their mothers and fathers would have heard from them because they would have ate their last
Their
meal.
last supper.
Robert, we're on our way.
Oh, Bird, I'm afraid, but Bird.
Kill everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody died. Families, dogs, birds, kids. I'm sorry. I'm going to lose all touch of reality, and I'm sorry. I can't promise anything. But everybody died.
Timmy.
Heads will roll.
I mean, you can't get any worse than the last two. Timmy.
That's why I love you, boo. Kill everybody. Kill everybody.
So I'm getting my fatigue on, and it's a night for a night, for life for a life.
Oh. Yeah, so this is a good time to.
Everybody.
I probably should have said this earlier, but these are the views of the attendees, and the attendees alone. They no way represent the beliefs, the perspectives of the Still a Man platform. And that being said, please proceed. So I guess you guys don't want to know my opinion, right? In this, right? I'm saying.
No, David, if it's not what none of us said,
I'm here because we all on the agree.
And this has been another Still
I am a God-fearing man, but I cannot in honesty say that I do not agree with you guys. I do agree, and there would be, it wouldn't be good, because then that means that would be a time to act out some of the thoughts in my head. I mean, at that point,
that's the best time to do it.
I love everyone, but if you harm mine, then I can't find no love for you.
We love you too, David. Situation. We love you too.
Can't. So
you're on your way with your walking stick.
Even
buddy.
the Lord said, "Vengeance is mine."
I'm on my way.
That's when you turn into daredevil. Tell him Uncle
There
D.
you go.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It comes out.
I'm on my way with something that resembles
blockchain. He won't be leaping a tall building. That's what you're going to do.
Nah, I won't be leaping a tall building, but there might be some tall buildings involved, and I digress. Yeah. So again, these individuals, be it female or male, y'all are a bunch of wicked individuals, and I pray that when you guys are found, or when you come out of hiding, which one happens first, I pray that the law gets to you. Is it hot enough in here for you? The family does, and they enact some type of vigilante law, because you guys you're out here, and I have a problem with these individuals that do things like this. You're living your life like you have no fear of losing your life, because you don't have no value for life anyways. That's why you would do something like that to somebody, and then continue to mislead the family and stuff like that. Those parents, God bless them, because they're being they're being polite.
Showing their
They're
restraint.
controlling themselves for the cameras.
Yes.
I do believe that for the young lady and the young man that came to their house, and after you either took part, well, because from the reports, the lady that was beating on her in the video was the one that brought her phone and her luggage up to the house. You are a bold individual. You are the devil incarnate, and you know, just like Jesus comes for his, the devil comes for his too. So again, I would say this. I pray that you young people that had any part in that, you turn yourself in, because this story is not foreign to anybody as of right now. A lot of people know about what's taking place. Shout out to Black social media, Black Twitter, all the people that put the word out about this situation. I'm glad it wasn't another situation where it was just swept under the rug. I understood some of the people on the panel let me know the CNN covered it. I know there was some the local news stations and stuff that cover it. But
that's in that state.
I'm happy to know that you know, the international, you know, like those big you know, forums like CNN are covering this, because I think that people like that need to be exposed. I think they should know. And like someone said earlier, and you know, because I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't be promoting this, but I'm gonna say this. If you guys are bold enough, the ones that took part in this, and you're walking around and you're going to the store and stuff like that, be very, 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 very careful. Because again, you don't know what might, you know, take place. You might be beaten by a mob. You know, if people feel that strongly about it. But
that can happen.
There
ain't no doubt about it.
For all you young people, you know, I'm gonna say this, you know, you guys be mindful about the company that you keep. And all the elder generation, you know, on this listening, you know, we was taught a certain way. You know, you look out for yours. You just don't do stuff like this. I think I had a conversation with Duchess about this. You know, when you guys go to the club, let me ask you this question, ladies. When you go to the bathroom, do you go to the bathroom by yourself?
No.
We go in a pack. We go in doubles. We go together. No, you don't go by yourself.
And what happened to that?
And you don't leave nobody behind.
What happened to that? There you go. You said nobody gets left behind. We come together. We lead together.
Lead together. That's always been our motto.
So I mean,
that's our motto. If you go in your separate ways.
That's my belief. But is that the younger generation's belief?
I was just gonna say, if you go in your separate ways, like, I mean, there was times me and my friends went out and we all went our separate ways afterwards, but we all checked on each other. We all made sure each other was okay. We all knew where each other was going. Like, and if we didn't hear from each other, we was making a ruckus until they called back, or we figured it out. We knew where each other was, period.
I would say.
Now remember the girl that ended up in the suitcase because she got into the argument with her friends before they separated, and she got in the wrong. She thought it was the Uber.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
See again. You know, the title of this show is "With Friends Like These Who Need Enemies." So I would say be careful about the friends that you choose and stuff. And just because they might be the friends of your friend don't mean that you're your friend.
Right.
You know,
True. You need to watch.
that's
People use that word friend too
That's the
loosely.
key. That is the key, because maybe she went there for the people they went down there with, the one that was supposed to be her best friend. I say supposed to be because he stood by and watched all this stuff go. Maybe he was her best friend, but the rest of them was just associates of his or somebody that they knew from the school. Who knows?
I see people. I think Duchess, someone else said this before. People use.
But wasn't it her best friend that was saying fight back?
Yes, that's what the mother said.
That's not her friend.
Exactly, and that's
my friend is gonna be like, get up off of her. What are you doing? Boom, boom,
and going over there grabbing her up.
Period.
Again, what's understood does not need to be spoken. I mean, there's no words in that situation from what I'm being told was shown in that video. I don't have no words for you. I got plenty of feet. I got my foot. I got my fist. I got elbows. I got body slams. I mean, I got. That's all I got. I ain't got words for you at that point. She ain't fighting. Fight somebody wants to fight.
Thank you, my brother. We're gonna be in there fighting together if I'm your friend.
Yeah,
I don't care.
We not going.
I'm not going home telling your mother that this happened. No.
Yeah,
exactly. No. And that's why those are some wicked individuals.
If your boyfriend's penis got sucked on this trip, I'm sorry.
Is that what's supposed to be happening?
Well, we don't want to say that.
I know, but something happened.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this what I said earlier.
Something happened.
I'm gonna say
I think most of those guys was kind of sweet. They had sugar in their tank. They might have been envious of females.
That's what I didn't want to say earlier.
Listen.
I didn't want to say that, but
people
listen from the comments,
all out there acting like women.
We don't know for certain.
People was like that.
We don't know. We don't know for certain what took place other than the stuff that we've been shown and what we've been told for certain. So let's not speculate. Let's not make those listening, because then in doing so too, we vilify the victim.
That's
not fair to the young lady, because that doesn't speak highly of her character.
On David, it doesn't matter what happened.
That shouldn't happen. That should never happen.
Thank you. I don't care what happened. That should have never took place.
You got the whole internet that are detectives, that are investigators, the whole internet.
They're the ones because it just got all that attention and they're doing something about it. Because if the internet didn't step into it, you would have never heard about this. There would have been another girl missing in Mexico or died.
And that's why I said shout out to Black media, because, and particularly Black Twitter and stuff like that, because they headed up the charges and stuff like that. So again, I'm going to say this to you guys, and I said this, and I know people are going to frown upon this, but see, when we make statements like Black Lives Matter, we need to act like it all the time. Because if Black Lives Matter, then it should have mattered in that situation too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's the way. Now that's not to put a blight on that whole movement and stuff like that. I'm just saying we can't be shouting that from the rooftops and then harming our own. We
understand it.
And you can't be making excuses for those that are harming our own.
You're saying we know that Black Lives Matter, but does Black Lives matter to Black people?
That's right. You can't, you listening. So I would say this too, and shout out to all the podcasts that covered this. I don't care if whatever your nationality is, your ethnicity is, if you covered this topic, you should have. because it's important. So you should. This is the stuff that you should be listening. Because again, I think that this raises the awareness to the young people and old. You need to be aware of the company.
Let's look at it from a different angle. Because my boy Roland Martin hit it right on the head when he said, had this been a white chick named Lisa, it would have been all over national news.
Well, in this situation, like I said earlier, CNN.
But this is the case of what's done in the dark will come to the light, and God did it for them. I bet that dude didn't think when he recorded the TikTok that this young lady was gonna die.
Well, listen, there are wicked people. Just be aware of that. Just know, and all of us, just hug your children, tell your children you love them, and continue to parent. This is that myth where your children get a certain age and you ain't got to do nothing. That's BS. You got to continue to parent, and then we got to, it says it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it also takes a village to discipline the children of the village too. Because I feel like that as a race, our people, our nation, we can't make excuses for these individuals. We can't. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And those individuals are definitely wrong. There's no way you can make excuses for them. Someone lost their life and it should have never happened.
And we make excuses when things happen in the community because we so used to seeing it. But when a white cop does something to a black individual that they be, that is they be ready to go and stand up for something like that. But when it's in our own backyard, they don't stand up. They be quiet. They might say that's wrong. That it shouldn't have never happened. But you don't see them out there picketing and going against these people who know they're wrong for what they did, and you're not cooperating, you're hiding stuff,
and
you're doing all the wrong things to be considered guilty.
Let me say this, because they are guilty. That is the acts of a guilty individual. That's why they're behaving like such, because I don't think they're remorseful. I just think that at this point they
want a viral moment,
justice. What's going to take place. But I'm going to say this to you guys. We can't vilify the white man in this situation because the white man wasn't during any of this. It was people that look like us, sound like us, live where we live. So we can't do that in this situation.
When you say we can't do that with the white man, there's a black man behind.
That's what I'm saying. You can't implicate any other nationality or ethnicity in this situation because it was one of our own, one of many of many of the individuals were members of our, all of the individuals that were present in the video or present at the time when it took place are members of our community, our village, people of color. So that's what I'm saying. So again, we've talked about this as much as we can within the time allotted, because we can keep going on and on and on, and we might get off point. But this is unfortunate, and again, this should not have happened. And I think again, I keep pushing this point, but talk to your children. Get them young people, give them some direction because they need it. Because these individuals that took place, that participated in this act, this foul act, they're younger than us. They're younger than the majority of us. So they still require a guidance, direction. But again, you guys, I'm just going to end it there because I really don't have no words for the situation. I don't want to shed no tears about this, you know, because it's a sad situation. Not saying I don't want to shed tears for the individual. I don't want to shed tears because I might lose my composure and start speaking.
Ill will.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end it at that. And again, I'm just gonna say, you individuals, you know who you are, you know what you did. You know, you gonna have your day in court. Just
yes,
hope
please, Lord Jesus.
Just hope that you know that people don't hold court on the street. That's all I'm gonna say. So go ahead and turn yourself in before they be
justice for this young lady.
Yeah, God bless the Robinson family, and
God bless.
Rest in peace to Shanquela Robinson. God bless you all. Remember what I said. Tell your family you love them as often as possible. This has been the Still a Man podcast.
I love
you guys
everybody.
Participating. Keep coming back. God bless you. Good night.
I love you all. Good night.
Good night.
Love.
Good night, everyone.